Heard you got a man, that's too bad. Nigga, if I ain't in your top five, then what the fuck is your argument? I'm parking the garage with a gap and Red Bay and R in the charge of the window locked. Any coffin giving two options to either gain a new artist or losing out on your auctions. And arm barking your barber popping up to give your pop a shove and knock your mama out and then finger roll with the boxing glove. They got me flagged, I even fucked around and got Illuminati, man. My chicken tooth keep slipping through this sloppy mess. They spot me as the ringleader, king me. Niggas will get they Rodney gas, whooping shoddy blasting and rotisserie the body bag. I'm double B shorties, I check her and paint the victim instead. The bigger the lifting, the bigger the dinner, your ligament ripping and ricochet, ripping and rigid and ribbon, original riddick, your ribbon, they shit a lieutenant, get 10 of your 10 and 10 and 10 of your 10 and 10 to the back up. They tripping off the ass and still give them a chance to pass the still and rap your cypher blast in the passenger. Got it, grab the wood, I crash the Lambo at the pack and still kidnap on my pad, the wall and grip a tablet and crack the glass and watch that bastard really show up with a bandolier strap across the chest. I hand the pistol to his face and still clap when I'm in person. Fuck a clown. On my strip, I'm slipping. I'ma make sure they feel it more than just a little bit. Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't make it down. In their heads, they be free. I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM making G's like Mercedes Benz. Whoa, yeah, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. Okay, drop a song and pop up on your phone like I was YouTube. Connected to the fans without a hand, I did it Bluetooth. The only time I come up short is when they watching YouTube. Spinning with the deal, wonder why my screws loose. Taking off, I can't stop, I beat them all by landslide. Houdini, I popped out of that box even when hands tied. Big dog like Sandlot, but it's real life, no fantasize. Count money a damn lie, my hands clean, on sanitize. Whoa, had to switch up on the flow, gotta keep them on their toes. I move quick, I make the most, while they copy what I wrote. Follow everything I post, never trip about a clone. Cause they know what's a sheep to a goat. Yeah. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't make it down. In their heads, living free, I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM making G's like Mercedes Benz. Whoa, hey, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. If you don't like me, better close your eyes, I'm about to shine. But take a picture when you see me, cause I doubt you find another like me. Yeah, I'm on the front over the sun. The way I'm blazing, as I like the earth just got another sun. Actually, not even empty social. Well, you're so sure, cause I only be hanging with groups. So they never told you I'm a soldier, and you ain't got nothing on me. I've been killing the drilling the rappers. I'm writing a cookbook for the homies. Don't fold me, I'm dangerous. You don't wanna take this risk, I don't play with kids. No, I am not on MC's list. I'm on my grown man team. You don't steady stacking the racks up. I got a hard drive, so if I fall, I'm going back up. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't make it down. In their heads, living free, I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM making G's like Mercedes Benz. Okay, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. Okay.
Rich, I believed you. I even defended you, to be fair. To the point, Rich messaged me in between, and he said, hey, there are really things such as hobby blasters. And I said, no, Leaf did make hobby blasters back in the day. But there are hobby blasters on Steel City Collectibles. And now, let me get my keyboard here, because I'm going to zoom this in for you guys. For those of you coming in this late, understand, like, we just don't rip through product. We're not that, like, site. So if you're in here, you know that we chill. I can't get a good zoom in, but it says 2023 Panini Prism Football 6-pack Hobby Blaster Box Orange Ice Prisms. Rich is not wrong. And I'm just telling you, it used to be a Fanatics exclusive, but ever since Fanatics took over, they're changing like names of things. But Rich, you're right. I mean, and they always have an exclusive. So let me see if I have some from last year. I know I have some, because I took them to the card show. I still haven't put them away. Let's see if I have some in the back room, because they used to be called Fanatics exclusives. Rich, I'll see if I can find them for tomorrow. But you're right. I mean, they always had exclusives. That's absolute. I know I sold one at the card show. Maybe it was my only one. So either way, but yeah, I mean, they always have like an exclusive. So the link you sent me, Rich, said, "Is it worth the price?" I mean, it really comes down to the rookies for that exclusive content. You're never gonna pull like cool autographs in it, never in retail. But you can pull like that orange ice prism of the best player. So what it comes down to is it worth that player in it? $65 is a lot when you can get a box of this for like $150. Auto Mania with 8 autos. I'm always about what's my floor, what's my ceiling, right? So my floor on this is the most I'm going to spend is $150. My ceiling is I pull a Stroud or a Purdy or a Young or a Richardson, you know, like, and then everything in between adds up. I feel like, although I can't, you know, like a box of Absolute, $700. I could pull a Stroud Kaboom worth, what, like 10 grand probably? Or more if it's numbered. The chances of that are very, very low, but your ceiling's very high, but your floor, you could pull $30, $40, $50 out of a box of Absolute. We saw it, unfortunately. And so your floor is very low. Your ceiling is very high, but your cost of entry is like $700, where you can buy 5 boxes of Auto Mania. So you're going to get 40 autographs for that. So I'm all about that. I mean, but I've always lived on that safe side. I'm like that loser that lives on the safe range. I'm just like, I'm that dude. I'm the weird guy that likes to play it safe. That's why I'm not rich, man. That's why I'm not one of those dudes that makes a ton of money. I'm not, what's his, who's the dude with Dan Brazilian or whatever his name is, the guns and the women. Like, I'm not living that life, dude. I ain't that dude. Steven Kibler, however, is living that single life. Steven Kibler, up. Those of you who don't know, Steven Kibler, his son used to stay at our house all the time. He is living that single life, living it hard too. I got to tell you. Here we go.
Everyone sent in videos, but here's the shot. It's the mug shot, of course, and it's the.
Is he really? He's got a lot of lawsuits, Rich.
Calico Jack. Anyway, I got a lot to go. I've been drinking all day, so. I'm going to be crawling into my house here pretty soon.
You're alone, Steve. It's cool, man.
And I'm going to hang out for this next break for as long as I can, but I don't know if it'll be all night. All right.
Well, Steve, I appreciate you hanging out with us, old dude. I like you. You know, my dad would like to hang out with you, too. We'll get you together.
All right,
It's going to be tough.
I guess I'm the only one sending in videos. But here's the shot. It's the mug shot, of course.
Steve, my dad said, is he here? When you were at the tournament, is he here? I said, I think he left. Steve, you got me tonight, man. Thank God you're the only one sending in shots. I'm struggling, man. I've been cutting weight all week. Dude, I'm down like 5-6 pounds this week. Trying to cut weight. I feel the alcohol different. Dude, I went through dozens of these a day. I'm trying to chug water, trying to do the right thing, man. Oh, that's cool, Nick. Nick wishing luck. Let's start with Donruss because we know it's a fresh case and we're getting close. This is our 6th box, so maybe a chance at a downtown. But yeah, Steve and I appreciate you in here tonight. So we only had 6 people send videos: McGinn, Taylor, King, Livingston, Kibler, and Slam. No one else sent, but if you do it now because we're going to give away $10 credit. If for some odd reason we get 4 more, I'll do it 20, 2 10s, so that 2 people can win. But either way, we're cool. Chris doesn't want in it, so, but for the sake, for all intents and purposes to get to 10, we're going to leave him there. We'll take his name out in the drawing, but Steven, did you watch the Ohio State Penn State wrestling match tonight? You know, that's what's underrated. You want to talk about underrated? Everyone wants to watch UFC. Watch college wrestling, dude. That is underrated, dude. That's a wild sport. I just never understood. You know, it's kind of like lacrosse. It only catches on in some states. Same thing with wrestling. I don't understand. How was it? Well, so I really want to get my kids to it. They're just not into it. I'm sure you've seen before, Steven. I help out like when I can. When Melton has an event, I help out with the tables. I mean, I love wrestling, dude. It's awesome. And I'm not talking about like WWE, although your son Alex and I have had some great memories watching WWE and the whole Degeneration X and the Suck It. Him, Matt, and I have all had a great time. But I'm talking about real wrestling. Bryce Young with the rookies, Carolina Panthers going out to Dougie. Add mud and women to the... I'll watch wrestling. Scott, for real, it is a cool sport. The most mind-blowing thing I've noticed this year is how many girls have gotten into wrestling and how good they are. So I had to cover a mat at our tournament, and the girls beat almost every boy. And so listen, my sister, the one that works with Mike Messina, who's supposed to be signing my card, I got to get on her ass about it. Because I'm like, I don't think the guys believe I know Mike, like that you work with Mike Messina. She's like, who cares? I'm like, I do. I need some validity to my statement. So she's working on it. I can't say anything mean. All right. So anyhow, I'm about to say something. I'm like, gotta keep my comments clean. I just wish, Mike, if you're watching, I wish you'd sign. Just sign. You've pinned your kids at least 100 times. You careful, man. This shit's forever. You'll go to court for that shit. Oh, I thought I saw a downtown. I didn't. I mean, listen, we've never opened a case of Donruss Blasters that didn't have a downtown. But they are out there. We've been very fortunate. I'm not going to lie, dude. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I was very scared with our case of Absolute. And Jason woke up the day we pulled the Kaboom. Jason messaged me, goes, my stomach hurts for you. And I go, dude, my stomach, literally, I couldn't sleep. I want you guys to know how much I care about you. I swear on my life I do. So there's a Patrick Mahomes Vortex. Chris Rodriguez red press proof. That's cool. I was like, dude, like these guys have been filling up this case. Like if we don't pull Kaboom, what the hell? He's like, we've seen cases without him. I'm like, never, any other year have we ever seen a case without a Kaboom. He's like, I know, but they're happening. And then this other guy who like is very involved in the hobby is like, dude, I'm seeing them everywhere. I see more cases without them than with them. And I'm like, I told Jason, I was like, all right, that's it. I don't know what to do, but if we don't pull one, I'm giving away $300 credit. I'm going to do $50 credit. I don't know what else to do. Like, what else can I do? And he's like, no, I think that's a good effort. Like, I think they'll care. And I'm just being honest and blunt with you guys because I just want you guys to know, like, I had anxiety, dude. Dude, it still sucks because I know guys that took a lot of money in teams and we don't hit. And I said, the worst part is like, even if we hit one, 31 teams don't get it. It sucks, man. It's the hobby. And everyone can say, well, that's breaking. No, that's cards. Imagine buying one of those single boxes of Absolute, the little ones, for $250. Guys are filling them online for $250. And we were blessed because we had 6 hits in every like master box that has 3 of those mini boxes. And so like you could get the one that just has an autograph. And that autograph could be Dante Hall. And you spent $250. Now we opened a full case and we didn't have one Stroud, Richardson, Levis. You know, we did have like, but throughout the case we did well. We had Bijan Robinson, 2 really nice patches. We had I think we had a Bijan patch auto, a Puka auto, We didn't have any of the quarterbacks, but again, when you can't pull Stroud, which is why I love these mixers, when you can't pull Stroud or Young, it really limits your opportunities. Who are you trying to pull, you know? That's why I love the mixers. That's why I love Wild Card this year. I hope you guys know that. Jaden Reed. All right, I got to read these comments, man. Oh, the Steiners? The Steiner brothers used to wear the headgear in WWE. They did. I always liked this Rick and Scott Steiner. They apparently came to the card show that I go to. Now, I must have missed it. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently they came to the card show that I actually go and break at locally. And I wish I would have saw it. They were big card show guys. But around here, wrestling's big, so that makes sense. But they wore the headgear. It's like Kurt Angler, you know. He's a wrestler. Luke Musgrave Green. Oh, dude. Aaron, it's funny you bring that up. So my brother and I were hanging out today, and we got the alert, and we both looked at our watches because, you know, we're dorks. And we're like, oh, it's happy hour on FanDuel. So we got free spins on Gronk's touchdown slot machine. And they tier it because if you spend more, you get more. And my ass got 40 free spins because I'm a dummy. And, dude, that just labels me a sucker. David Montgomery, absolutely. This is only the second one we pulled out of like 8 blasters now. These are cool. This is cool. They don't have these in hobby. So I will say this is one thing in retail that's very cool. These red, white, and blue. They give me a Prism candy cane vibe. You know, like that red, white, and blue. I like these. These are cool. I would love a Josh Allen in this. Oh, and so here's the other thing. I always talk to you guys about this. We are desensitized in breaking or in cards because we watch all these breaks and we see all these cards getting pulled. But find me a Josh Allen in this. I haven't searched, to be fair. So if you guys find one, send me the link. I'm very curious. Can you find me a Josh Allen of this card? It's probably only a $5, $7 card. It might be less, but I can't get one. And that's my problem. I want the Josh Allen. I'll take the Dalvin Cook or the James Cook. I'll take the Dalton Kincaid. I want the whole set of this. But like, it's hard to find. That's my only thing. Kurt Angle won the gold medal with the broken Road Warriors. Who was that? That wasn't the Steiners, was it? Fran Tarkenton, pick 29. What would this? How was he a diamond find when? What the draft used to be like? Puka Nacua. There we go. Man, I don't want to oversell it, but I will say maybe I underjudged. I've not opened Absolute before. Retail. I do like some aspects of it. It still shouldn't be $35 a blaster. I bought these for $35 a piece. There's Stetson Bennett. And there, yep, that's me, Jahmyr Gibbs. That is Gibbs. Did you see the video of Gibbs and his cohort on the roller coaster? That was awesome. That's so cool. So Rich, are you still here, Rich? To answer your question, or to that video's question, Steiner's wrestle for Michigan. Yeah, they probably came around here just to rub it in Penn State's faces. Yeah, so they did wrestle for Michigan. Yeah, because they used to wear like blue and like they used to wear like Michigan singlets. The Steiners wore singlets in the ring. I remember that. That's interesting. That was like back in the day, man. I miss those times. But anyhow, so Rich, to answer your question, I don't think those are worth $65. This is awful. So when I went to the show and I sold my Fanatics exclusives, I sold them for what I paid for, and I almost felt bad. I don't know how to feel about that statement. Like, I didn't make any money. I mean, I'm just being honest, but I still almost should have probably knocked them down more. Now I will say, at 30, I guess the best way to put it, if I have a choice between these blasters, now these are Walmart blasters. We had some Target ones, but we only had a few. I haven't looked at value, but I do like these Walmart blasters. Out of Absolute, Donruss, and Prism, if they're each 35, I'm probably going Prism Walmart. Only because I'll show you why. There's a DTR. Karlaftis, he's going to the Super Bowl. There's a laser. Let's see if it holds true. There's a Jaden Reed laser. Again, I haven't looked up value, but that's cool. Like rookie short, like I don't want to call it short print, but it may as well be when you're looking at Phoenix. James Cook, I'll take that. Take that. K-Dub. Kenny McIntosh, rookie laser. I think you just get a bit more content. There's a Kirby Joseph silver. Oh, and then we got Michael Mayer swatch. There we go for the Raiders. Raiders going out to, now they're not in every blaster. That's not common, Robert. You made a commitment. Well, but here's the thing. So to that point, Aaron, I got to say, my dad and I used to open up a box of Donruss together every year. Well, like I would always, since I started doing this, I would take one over and we'd open it. But then it got so expensive. It was like $300-$400. And that wasn't worth it either. So now we enjoy these together. But I get what you're saying. Like, there's a McCaffrey and a Hunter Henry. So I get what you're saying, but there's a point where it's like, all right, so last break you said you bought a case of Series 1. How much was a case of Series 1? Scott, I'm with you. So, Scott, I'm with you. I don't rip my own product. I don't. So, Optic blasters, Donruss blasters provide downtown. So, I think it matters what retail you rip. You've heard me say over and over, I'm not a fan of Absolute blasters. I'm really hoping we find a Kaboom. And I will tell you, I have 24 total Absolute blasters. And if we pull a downtown or a Kaboom out of any of those 24, my mind is immediately changed based on what we paid for our case of Hobby. But if I'm ripping for, like what Scott says, nostalgia, I am going Optic, Prism, Donruss. Is there anything else? Like, is there anything else blaster-wise you want to rip? Optic, Downtown, Select. You can rip Select retail and kind of enjoy it. I don't like that it's $35 it costs now. It kind of bugs me a bit. But, like, I'm staying away from Score, Contenders Draft Pick, Contenders Retail, Chronicles Retail I don't like, Playbook Retail I don't like. Like, there are things we don't rip. The only reason we're trying... You notice when we rip retail, it's Prism, Donruss, Optic, Select. It's the high-end stuff. Absolute is something I'm like begrudgingly ripping, hoping we get a Kaboom. Only because what Donruss did this year with Downtowns. Pulled Bonds, McGuire, Bo Jackson. I was happy as a clam for $20. So Aaron, I gotta ask you. Yeah, I would like you to follow up with us and tell us how you did on that. So when does that come in? When does Series 1 come in? Out of 25, Joe Tipperman for the Jets. When does that release? Rich, I'm with you. Optic blasters are always fun. Drake May! 3 out of 10, dude! That's going to be a random to everybody. There we go. Where do you think he goes? That's a cool pull. I'm excited for that. Yeah, 3 out of 10 orange. Drake May, the colors look so good. The blue around that with his North Carolina uni. That's awesome. Dallas. Yeah? You think he falls? That's a cool card. And the ink even like matches. That is a very pretty card. I'm not even talking about just the Drake May, but just card design, color. That looks so good. What a fucking cool card. That is cool. Valentine's Day? Well, listen, man, we're going to follow up with you and see how you did. Anthony Johnson going out to our Anthony Johnson, 5 of 5. I think that's Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see. Chris Taylor, are you with us right now, man? I even tagged Chris. Stephen Kibler, are you still with us? I'll take one more. One more, and that's it. Pittsburgh Steelers here. I'm going to crash hard. I'm going to be crawling with Steven back to his like house. I should probably check on that dude. Someone should call his wife and be like, hey, your husband's drunk. He needs to crawl home. He's still here. He's still with us. He's doing his thing. We still got half a break. You want to do, I'll do a half shot. We don't have men with us. So you and I, it's up to us, man, to carry the legend. 3 out of 6, Brian Breesy for the Saints. New Orleans Saints going out to Donnie. If I'm still here functioning as a breaker, y'all can hang with me. Scott, take one with us, man. Your kid ain't up. If your kid's up and watching Wonka at this point, you're just a bad parent. Now it's time for daddy time. Come on, Scott. I haven't seen your ugly face in a while. Zach Pickens, 5 out of 10 for the Bears. Chicago Bears going out to Bobby. That's what she said. I'm eating yogurt. That's what she said. Y'all suck. Michael Wilson for the Arizona Cardinals. 2 out of 4 going out to Don Wiley. You're just encouraging. You're a discouragement, Scott. You're a disgrace. Just kidding. I love you still. D. Whitner for the... well, I want to say Whitners for the Minnesota Vikings, but I bet you that's like a TCU uniform. Let's see. Where does he go? San Francisco 49ers. I'll do it, man. I would do that, man. Anytime I could sell something and then get my money back and then, in your position. So I like to do that. If I can do that, I'm good, man. All right, here's our first short print. Julius Brents for the Colts. 101. Indianapolis going out to Michael Thompson. There you go, Michael Thompson. There you go, Michael Thompson. You ready? He had some nice, he did have some nice Texans hits out of Phoenix. One-on-one. All right, here we go. Another hobby box. I don't know. Do they do that? I don't know. I don't follow. We don't really rip a lot of that. I don't know how case hits work with Topps. They've been very poor on their correlation of their product. But I can't speak because Panini hasn't been great either. Scott, how was Wonka, man? Was it the first time you watched it? So my brother and James Eisman, I think it was James or Don. It's like, you gotta go see Wonka. And it was like my wife and I were like, nah. So we're huge movie people. We plan our trips around movies. Not even joking. And 3 out of 10 for the Falcons. Josh Ali. It's a cool looking card. And so we watched the previews at a couple different movies, and we're like, nah, we're good. And then people keep telling us, they're like, nah, like it's really good. Falcons, 3 out of 10. And so then we saw these reviews. They're coming out. They're very good. And now everyone's saying you should have seen it. I'm like, shit, did we really like miss a good movie? Scruggs for the Houston Texans, 4 out of 8 is a good box already. These cards look good. And for the Washington Commanders, 1 out of 8. Dude, this has been the nicest box yet. Look at these like parallels. Chris Rodriguez. These look so good. And Jarek Reed for the Seahawks, 7 out of 8. Again, everything under 10 so far. 10 or 10 or under. 8, 8, 10. 8, 8, 8, 10. Look at these parallels look good. Let's see what we got. Is it a hot box? This is what we call hot box. They do that at Wild Card. Four out of 8. Darius Rush. I know we looked him up, but I'm going to do it still. Scott, you're not going to give me a review on Wonka? Darius Rush goes out to the Steelers. Is it like would my 8 and 6-year-old like it? Initially, I thought it was going to be like an adult, like not an adult film, but you know. But more of the adult style content, the storytelling. Ooh, Kalijah Cansey. Again, this is the highest print we've had yet out of 15 for the Bucks. I'm going to confirm. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 8 out of 10? All right. Scott, I think we're going to watch it. Now, have you seen this Orion in the Dark on Netflix? Emmanuel Forbes, 10 out of 35. Let's go out to the Commanders. Corey Kelly, that's your second one, I think. Oh, yeah, he does have the Commanders uniform. All right, here we go. Short print. Oh, shit! That's our case hit. It's going to get random. Caleb Williams. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Someone's getting that card. Bangarang. Dude. We got 2 to random. When your second random is, like when your like backup is Drake May out of 10, and this is your case hit. Yikes. Bikes. Boom. Let's go. Who wants to take a shot now? Whoever does probably has a better chance of winning the random. I'm just saying, I don't make the rules. Karma does. It's just the way the world works. Jamar, you want to send a video? I know you do. Are you in this break? He is. He has a spot, I think. Jamar, you know you want to send one. You want to send one of those videos of you, the Godfather, saying, oh, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. You know? You want to do that? You want to give me one of those? Come on now. That was a... Caleb probably wants part ownership of that card. He doesn't want anyone to get that card that he doesn't like. Listen, Caleb Williams doesn't want you to draft that card if he doesn't like you tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here. Some of us have to go to work. I did see a funny post today. It said, I had to be funny in high school, and now I have to get up for work at 5 a.m. I'm like, dude, I kind of felt that a little bit. I don't right now, but like I stay up all night. So 5 a.m. is like, there are so many nights my wife will get up. She'll be like, hey, it's time to get up. She's like, what time do you go to bed? I was like, what? Nothing. That's how the conversation goes. Because I literally went to bed like an hour before she wakes me up. I don't tell her. Like, I just get up and do my shit. Shit happens. I hate it, dude. That's why I'm so fat. I don't sleep, dude. I swear to God. They say your metabolism is affected by your sleep. I just don't sleep. Puka Nakua. Is that true? I hope not. I'm blaming my fatness on that, though. You got strep and COVID. I'm missing work. Prove it. Picture it didn't happen, Rich. I'm glad you're feeling all right, though. That was not good. I do a better dolphin than I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Should I do the dolphin as the Godfather? How would that be? I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. I did it. I crushed it. You're welcome. You are treated to that greatness right there. That's for free. For free, Scott. The dolphin as the Godfather. Michael Wilson. Jamar, you gave us a video the other day. What were you drinking? You don't give us one now? Bijan, Vortex, and David Montgomery Red. Yeah, that has been my problem. That's my thing, eating at night. So I stopped doing that. Then I wake up really hungry. So I just don't eat then. Charbonnet Gridironkins. Tequila makes people come out of their shells. What shell is what I would say to that, Scott? People have shells. I say crack them. Crack those shells. Steven hanging with me. Steven, we will crawl together, my man. We will crawl the depths of the earth together, buddy. Steven hanging out with me hard. I hope, Steven, you're in this break. Steven's probably not even in this break, is he? The poor guy has no chance at the card. Steven, I want you to do something for me. I want you to pick a random name. Just give him good karma in this break. Or is he in it? I don't see him in it. I want you to pick who you think is going to get this. Because I'll tell you what, I want you to send your shot karma to them. You deserve to pick who wins this. Here we go. Oh, you and Scott are living that same like a tall.
Here's the last one because I'm going to be crawling into my house here soon. But okay, I guess I'm the only one that sent it in video.
You are, dude. Steven, you get $10 credit.
Last one because I'm going to be crawling into my house here soon.
He's fucked up.
Here's my shot of Calico Jack.
Steven, you're a trooper, dude. Oh, you remind me of your kid a little bit.
And just because I'm trying to get this over with.
What? Our company? What do you?
Fireball.
What do you try? Oh shit, my man. All right, Steven, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't always do this. I probably won't do this very often. Steven, you get yourself $10 credit, not for the drinking, but for keeping me company tonight, man. You get yourself $10 credit. That's what it's about. It's about family. He is struggling. That dude's gonna pay more than. His wife is going to beat the hell out of him. Guaranteed. Steven, $10 credit for your troop. Like, the fact you're a trooper, man. Cheers to you, Steven. I don't encourage drinking, but that's fucking... You're a trooper, man. Love it. Nothing like a water chaser. Yeah, yeah. Wow, we got 2 big randoms coming up, fam. Y'all ready? I'm going to say this less absolute. I think we got a little kaboom action coming. He is a Denver Broncos fan and a Penn State fan. Now, his son was an Atlanta Braves fan. Steve, who do you collect in baseball? I don't know who he collects in baseball. I know he's a Broncos fan, which surprised me because his son is a massive Eagles fan. And he's a big Braves fan. And his son, I don't know who his son roots for in college. What's Scott saying? I shrunk one. 6'4", 290. That's not bad. 4 inches and only 55 pounds. 65 pounds. That's solid. Jonathan Mingo, silver. I mean, the inches at... I love my doctor because I don't know if he like tells me things I want to hear or if he's honest. He's like, dude, the BMI thing is a joke. He goes, that's just such a random scale. Jahmyr Gibbs, prismatic. I mean, when you're that tall, Scott, like, you're really supposed to be like 250 would be super lean, right? Christian Gonzalez. What did he say? You're six. Yeah, you're both 6'4", right? Robert Woods. That's huge. Tariq Woolen. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like 250 is super skinny on a 6'4". 4 inches is a big difference. That's what I tell my wife. Michael Mayer. 4 inches is huge. Dalton Kincaid for the Bills. 4 inches is a massive difference. See, you all get it. 4 inches is big. Tell him. Say it louder for the women in the back. 4 inches is big. All right, Nick. I don't want to hear about how big the 6'4" dudes are. You're overweight. Go to the gym. Not what she said. Oh, I thought you were all agreeing with me. All right. Well, the delayed comments got me on that one. 185 since 7th grade. How tall are you, Aaron? All right. Very thankful that Steven was in here with us tonight. Y'all are all right. Glad Jason popped in. We had a little bit of Slam, a little bit of Dougie. It wasn't like last week, but we are going to end with a bang because Caleb and Drake are getting random off. That's crazy. Wild. Imagine if we pulled a kaboom yet. That's why I saved this absolute blaster for blast. And yet we still have an Automania box left. And I know it's crazy to think, but Drake May and Caleb Williams, probably not the end of this case because I assure you there is a Stroud or a Young or a Purdy in here. I would bet. I would bet money on it. I would. Because I know how wild card packs their products. Oh, you haven't weighed 185. 310 to 250, 60 pounds is huge. Yeah, they say it starts in the kitchen, right? Weight loss starts in the kitchen. 100%. Well, and they always say the best way to lose weight is cut alcohol. And I'm like, all right, what's next? What's the second best way? That ain't happening. The time is now. Quentin Johnston for the Chargers. My brother's like, you want to lose weight, cut alcohol. I was like, all right, and then what? I ain't having that conversation. Hendon Hooker. Oh, yeah, we pulled a Hendon Hooker from this case? Maybe not. I forgot we pulled a Hendon Hooker from this case already. We'll see. Tyler Scott as Dig stargazing. Been a fun night though. I mean, at $25 a spot, you can't beat these breaks. When you start to think about it, like when you really break it down. I said I always want to get my own breaks. There's a Bijan and a Zach by Storm. That's a cool card. I always want to get my own breaks. I wish I could. I wish someone else did breaks like this. Hopefully. And if you ever see them, let me know. I'm always looking for them. Jair Brown. All right, here we go. Last box. Jason does really good breaks. Really cool mixers. Great prices. I try to get in his. He's got Bills vultures over there. It bothers me. He's like in Alabama, and they're always grabbing the Bills. Oh, see, I've learned to cut out. So my thing is cut out fake sugars and real sugars. So fake sugars make you hungry. So like if you drink diet soda, I'm like a sucker for Diet Coke or like sugar-free Monsters or energy drink. Cutting out energy drinks was huge for me. I get more energy drinking like coffee and water than I ever do drinking like energy drinks and that shit. Like, dude, and then I take a lot of like Ritalin. Trey Tucker, 4 out of 10. Well, Aaron, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little confused because you say you're desperate for cash, but you're telling us you're buying cases of cards. I'm very confused on the message, but that's not my business. You know, I'm going Kermit on that. But I will say, like, I am a bit confused. Trey Tucker. Like, dude, I can't open cases of cards. I'm just being honest. That's the Raiders. Raiders going out to Robert. Ginseng pills? I used to think ginseng. It's like that. Yeah. It's like for your brain. Apparently Jamar. The Godfather. Hold on. I got to watch it first, Jamar.
Pops out a show. Hiya. Bye.
All right, Jamar, I'll take it. I'll throw you in for the credit. You didn't include my voice. You ready? Jamar's here. I'm going to do a halfie for Jamar. Because I like the fact that Jamar did it. Jamar, the other day, I'm telling you, it's been a long time since I saw your face. Jamar came back in hot. Jamar, you alright, man? Don't go too hard. Don't go too hard, man. We tell this to all our members. Aaron, we told it to you too. We tell it to everyone. I get it. It's fun. You don't have to be in our breaks to win credit. Just a reminder. You just have to hang out. You can win credit. To be fair, I'm doing this on FanDuel Casino right now. I'm just like, I want to play, I want to do blackjack, and I haven't done anything. And then all of a sudden, I won $40 credit. I haven't invested anything. They're trying to hook me, right? I get it. Don't spend money you don't have, guys. Not on breaks, not on casinos. Food and shelter is the only thing you should absolutely spend money on if you don't have it.
Pops out a show. Hiya. Bye.
Jamar. We're going to watch it again.
Pops out a show. Hiya. Bye. Pops out a show.
I love it, Jamar. Dude, I've said this for a long time. I don't want you in my breaks if it inhibits your ability to live a comfortable life. This is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a stress. And unfortunately, because of like economy and or I don't know, the hobby has become a business. But like guys, like, well then set a budget, guys. Do say we do cheap breaks for a reason. We broke a full case of Absolute PYT for that reason. All you have is $10. We had teams as low as $10. So just get involved. And then we give out credit. We give out $10 credit at the end of every break. So we give out $120 credit on that break. Plus we gave out contest spots to win money. And I'm not saying that to boost our like page or like boost myself, but like we did that because we want you to be involved and feel like you're a part of the family, guys. Do not feel like you have to spend money to be a part of us. Come in, guess the one-on-one, guess the redemptions, win credit, like bank it. Come and hang out. I don't want you to go bankrupt trying to get in breaks. 6 out of 7, Will McDonald. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I grew up poor as hell. We went to the flea market every single Sunday. We had each got $1, and we bought out of the 10. Sorry, I gotta stop this story because that's the second Addison. Holy shit, Minnesota Vikings! That card, boom. 4 out of 4, Minnesota Vikings. Rich Martinez, dude. He's a good player. That is awesome. That is fucking cool, dude. That is a sweet card. Jamar says, send a vid, get a hit. That's cool. Crispy. That's cool. 4 out of 4. That's a nasty card, dude. I'm not even just saying because it's Addison. Like, here's the thing that blows my mind. If this came out of Panini or Topps or Fanatics or whatever, but like, why? Why are we that stupid? Like, that's a beautiful fucking card. Look at that auto. It kind of looks like Diggs in a way. Oh, man. We got more. Ronnie Bell? I thought he was on the Broncos years ago. Ronnie Bell, numbered out of 50. But yeah, either way, here's my thing, guys. Don't spend money you don't have. I've had to have uncomfortable conversations with guys that came in hot. Goes out to the Niners. Ronnie Bell goes out to the Niners. He does. Matt McGinn, you're awake, dude. Are you like my brother? Do you pass out in your chair too? Oh, speaking of my brother, before I finish this break, let me do something because the break's not over. If you're in this break, dude, you're in for a treat, and you've just jumped in. McGinn, are you just getting in here? Have you seen what we pulled? Even if you don't have a hit, we have a Drake May out of 10 that everyone is eligible for, and then we also have a Caleb Williams case hit. Dude, stay awake. But if you are just joining in, this weekend my brother's beef jerky is going up, limited quantities. I'm telling you, do not miss out on this. It's better than cards. I hate to say it, but it's so good. So my wife comes home. She goes, "Hey, is any of this beef jerky up for grabs?" I said, do not open that beef jerky. She goes, "I'm so hungry." And she knows how good his beef jerky is. She's like, I asked because it was set up for a picture. I was like, thank you for not opening it. Typically she would. She was just like, oh, I had a bag. I'm like, there were like, we took a picture for our pro, like we're going to put it on the page. And she saw it. She's like, I figured. For the Bears, Darnell Wright out of 35. Paying for naps in movie theaters? You mean getting paid for naps in movie theaters? Danavian Mutis out of 35. Houston, University of Houston. Falcons. Falcons sign him. Goes to the Falcons. Oh my God. McGee. Our group researcher came in for 2 minutes and he's already been like, Donovan. We get it, McGinn. You're smarter than me. You don't have to prove it. Henry 202. I'd like to buy Val O for the Houston Texans. Robert Conklin. That is a cool one. Out of 35. I like that parallel. All right, here we go. Here's our last card, our short print. I mean, look, we got a Drake May. We got a Caleb Williams. Jordan Addison out of 4. A 101. What do you think's in here? I'm so excited. It's a quarterback. I know. Well, one person will be like, you're really insulting us? It's Jake Haener for the Saints. 3 out of 3. Very cool looking card. Obviously, I'm honest. I'm like, I wanted something better. It is a cool card. For the Saints, Donnie Norris. 3 out of 3. He looks better here than when he posed for Panini. I'll put it that way. The swirl looks good. This is the first parallel I've seen of this. I don't lie. I don't lie about things. I'm very honest. Dude, I'm mad about rookies and stars. I'm very upset this week. I've preached rookies and stars is underrated. And now they're like $450 a box. I'm like, fuck off. And they're like, nah, it's underrated. I'm like, no, fuck you. That's not a $450 a box product. It's not. It's not. I looked up. I can go buy on 2018 on Parallel for cheaper. I was like, you want me to show you why it's overrated? I'm mad. I'm like, I won't. And not the time, Aaron. I'm not like, I'm really angry about it. His ride restriction. So Scott, Jason and I talked, and we're like, realistically, it's $300 to $350 a box. But now we have to consider markup for what we do. And you know I top load everything numbered, right? Like everything legitimately numbered. So I'm like, and then shipping and blah blah. So I'm like, 325 is about my max on it. And that's if I break it at 375. 450 is absurd. So like, and here's my thing with that. Certain products are going to decline quickly. This is why Jason and I got to do our podcast. So like contenders this year, I don't want to touch it. Because the only value in contenders is rookie autographs. But without Stroud and Young, and only one parallel per box, what are we hunting? That's the biggest, like, I don't want to touch that. And now Contenders Optic is probably better than Contenders because at least you can get parallels. I had a lot to talk about. We'll talk about it another time, but here we go. Hendon Hooker, Mingo, Gibbs, Prismatic. That's our first one out of those blasters. Gonzalez, Reed, and McIntosh. Nakua, Bennett, there's a Gibbs. These are cool. We've only pulled 2 of these out of all of our blasters. These are unique. If you guys see bills in these red, white, and blue absolutes, hit me up. I want these. I want Kincaid. I want Allen. I want Cook. I want Diggs. Give them to me. Give me like Khalil Shakir. Optic is not garbage. Optic is overpriced. Optic is my favorite product. So careful, Aaron. That's a quick way to get yourself excommunicado. Stetson Bennett, Patrick Mahomes, and Bryce Young. Some really cool stuff. Love the mix at 25 a spot. I think the retail complements the hits. Don't go anywhere because y'all are in treat for some good randoms here. Henry Tua going out to the Houston Texans. I don't know if I'm saying it right or if I'm being disrespectful, but I'd like to buy a vow. Donovan Mutton. I love Mutton. Seinfeld stuck it in the couch and in her Elaine's jacket. Again, you got it. The Mutton. Darnell Wright for the Chicago Bears. O'Doyle rules. Scott says O'Doyle rules. Raider rookies do roll. I love them. Aaron, control yourself, man. Ronnie Bell going out to the 49ers. Will McDonald going out to the Jets. That goes out to the New Jersey Jets. Jamar, thank you for sending a video. Oh, don't let me forget, by the way, Jamar, or everyone. I'm going to random off credit. Don't let me forget. Trey Tucker going out to the Raiders. Robert McCurdy got 3 spots. I think he hit with all 3 teams. And Emmanuel Forbes going out to Washington Commanders. Corey Kelly. Corey, if you're watching right now, message me. Corey, if you are awake right now, message me. Tampa Bay Bucks. Kalijah Cansey going out to Doug Berger. And Darius Rush going out to... It's got to be the Chiefs, right? Pittsburgh Steelers. Jason Mello. And Jarek Reed for the Jets. Chris Rodriguez for Washington. Corey Kelly. Again, if you're awake, man. That's a good card, too. Because he's not... Christian Gonzalez is not signing. So some of these guys have not signed with Panini or Fanatics or whatever, but they did with Wildcard because they had contracts. They went to their house to get them to sign. Scrubs to the Houston Texans going out to Cochran, another one. And Josh Ali going out to the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons going out to McGinn. And D. Winters going out to the 49ers. And we got Michael Wilson for the Arizona Cardinals. Don Wiley. And here we go. Dalton Kincaid for the Buffalo Bills. Johnny Gapin. Johnny, hit me up, man. You got some cool Bills stuff here. I'll talk to you. Maybe some baseball cards. For the Bears, Chicago Bears, Bobby Parker with the Pickens. Brian Breesy for the Saints going out to Donnie Norris. We got Anthony Johnson for Pitt going out to Jason. And then Tipperman for the Jets going out to Jamar. Michael Mayer for the Raiders going out to Robert. Oh, maybe Robert, you didn't know all your teams, but Hayner for the Saints. Saints already going out to Donnie Norris. That is a 3 out of 3. The parallel's awesome. Little disappointed that's our last one, but 4 out of 4. Jordan Addison, Minnesota Vikings. Congrats, Rich. And Rich, I give you a big shout out to Rich. He took the time to research the Hobby Blasters. Rich, I believed you because I know things are changing. And then Julius Brents for the Indianapolis Colts. 101, Michael Thompson. Now we're not done. Here's where we get tricky. It's time to get tricky. Whatever. Tricky. Fuck it. We're doing it. Drake May and Caleb Williams. It is crazy, dude. I feel nervous a little bit. Y'all ready? Who's in this break that's in here? This is wild. This is a good random. We haven't had one like this in a while. Caleb Williams and Drake May. It's probably 1-2 quarterbacks this year. McGinn's crossing fingers, but not taking shots. I was hoping someone sent shots, get some good karma. I'm going to take one, though, before we do it. I'll make you wait. It's a monster random. We're doing one at a time. It's Drake May first. Now, remember, the way we do it, guys, is that you can win both. You can. Oh, Cam Rising in that mix. All right. So it's we take all 32 teams, we random them, and then we do the same thing again. They both count as a hit. You trust those knees, Scott? In that rain? Oh, what up, Eagles fan? I haven't seen you since the National, man. 2 hours, 25 minutes. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you. We were actually talking about the National. We were with you, Eagle Finn. We were with him at the National a while back. And he was behind us with Gary Vee on stage. We're about to random off a Drake May and a Caleb Williams. It's been forever, man. It's been, the hobby has changed a lot. The landscape is very different, isn't it? Cheers, you guys. To the people who've been around and have stuck with us. Oh, it's rough. It's that time of night. Here we go. Doesn't he have some knee injuries? I don't know. I don't watch college. Someone said Michael Penix has knee injuries. I gotta look it up now. Michael Penix injury history. He had a season-ending ACL injury in 2018. And he had a 2020... Oh, he was out 2018, 2020, and shoulder injuries that cut his 2019... Oh, I don't know anything about him. I just read he was an injury prone. I swear to God, I don't. He was in the national championship, but it looks like he's injury prone. I mean, I would take him over Caleb Williams because it sounds like he's a leader. I want a guy who's a leader over a guy. So here are my must-haves. You must have a good head on your shoulders. You must be able to lead a team. Talent is like way down on the list, honestly. Because that's the situation. We get these guys that like can't get to the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, head on his shoulders. He can lead a team. He's got the X factor. I want a Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know what Tom Brady was because it's still the argument of is it Belichick or is it Brady? It was definitely Brady. Are we arguing that? Like, is that still a conversation? But I will say this. Patrick Mahomes, holy shit, he's different. That dude is different. I hate it. I hate the Chiefs. But that dude is different. Different. Game manager. So Scott, I will say this. It's funny. I wasn't coaxing it out of you, but it's funny you say that. Are we to the point where that's all you need? Because is that what Patrick Mahomes was this year? Was he a game manager that was just smart enough to not do too much? Because here's what Josh Allen did. Josh Allen did just a little bit too much. Led the league in touchdowns, 57. Rushing and throwing combined. But he just did a little bit too much. But Mahomes, meanwhile, was like, everyone shut the fuck up. Let me do my thing. Detroit Lions, Robert hitting the Drake May. And that's what it is. Brock Purdy. Everyone shut the fuck up. Let me do my thing. We lost 3 in a row in the middle of the season. He lost 3 in a row in the middle of the season. Everyone marked the Niners off. The Niners are done. They lost. They were the Eagles. They were the way the Eagles ended were the Niners at the beginning of the season. That's who they were. Well, Scott, let me finish what you're about to say. Stats don't mean shit in the playoffs. Do you mean regular seasons don't mean regular season stats don't mean shit in the playoffs or playoff stats don't mean shit in the playoffs. Because Josh Allen has one of the best playoff stat lines ever. Ever. But his regular season is shit. That's where I'm confused. That's where I like struggle with this. Because I agree with you. Regular season doesn't matter once the playoffs start. Dak Prescott. Tony Romo. Josh is really good in the playoffs. But it's like his team... This $5 hit this credit for the card. This is Caleb Williams. Case hit. I get it, guys. It's big. I'm trying not to focus on it. It's Miami Dolphins. Boo. I hate the Dolphins. Dude, I have never been more... It goes out to Doug. About damn time he hit a hit. It has to be in a random. I have never been less... Dude, we don't have a rivalry, right? Like, the Patriots have dominated us for decades. We've dominated the Dolphins. It was a Dolphin. But the Dolphins started a fight this season. They have started a fight. Like, for whatever reason, the Dolphins, like, changed their colors on the Kansas City logo to the Dolphins colors. Like, the fuck is that? The Dolphins want to fight. They're not ready for that. Sorry, Dirk, you're just not. All right, 2 $5 hitless credits. We're going to give away some fantasy spots. And then... Aaron, I thought you were a Dolphins fan. Who's your team? I swear to God you're a Dolphins fan. You just hate the Dolphins, but you love them? Well, you're the fucking only person that doesn't hate the Bills then. Bothers the hell out of me, man. Baltimore Ravens and Chiefs. So Tay Taylor and Scott Ripley each got $5 credit. Scott got me to read. I didn't get it for a minute. I got it now. That's cool. Oh man, I love you guys. You're so much fun. It's a fun night, man. I'm sorry I was a little late. I apologize. I got progressively drunk thanks to Stephen Kibler. Super Bowl fan, we're going to give top 2. Y'all filled this very fast. Is that a jersey or a jersey card? What are you selling it for? McGinn, how much you want? I just gotta, like, dude, I'm like really progressing on this repack. I want a few more, like, headliners. Raiders and Eagles. McCurdy and Kellington. I have to do this tomorrow. Well, if Aaron doesn't want it, let me know. Yeah, let me know, man. If Aaron doesn't want it, you just let me know. And I'm looking for a few more fine-tuned like headliners for our repack. It's gonna be awesome. But hey, guys, thank you so much. Big shout out to the people that were involved tonight. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the AM. Or probably the PM, the way I'm feeling right now. Love y'all.